Macrurosaurus. Macrurosaurus, meaning large-tailed lizard, is the name given to a genus of dinosaur from the early Cretaceous. It was a titanosauriform which lived in what is now England. The type species, M. semnus, was named in 1876. A second species, M. platypus, may also exist. History. The genus Macrosaurus was named by Harry Govier Seeley in 1869 in his Index of Fossils from the Cambridge Greensand. In 1876 Seeley more thoroughly described the type species, Macrosaurus semnus, making the name valid. The generic name is derived from Greek makros, large, and ora, tail. The specific name is derived from Greek semnos, stately or impressive. A second species, M. platypus, from the chalk group of England, may also exist. Seeley in 1869 named it as a species of the Ankylosaurid Acanthophilus, but Friedrich von Huene named it as a second species of Macrosaurus in 1956. It is known from the specimen Camsum B55454555461. In 1999 Xavier Paradas of Perbiola and Paul M. Barrett reviewed all Acanthophilus material. They concluded that all species were nomina dubia whose syntype specimens were composites of non-diagnostic ankylosaur and ornithopod remains. For example, the metatarsals included in the syntype series of Acanthophilus platypus are from a sauropod, but the remaining syntypes are not. The holotype of Macrurosaurus, SMB 55630, consists of two series of caudal vertebrae found around 1864 near Cambridge, England in the Cambridge Greensand, strata themselves deposited during the Cenomanian but containing reworked fossil material dating perhaps from around the late Albian. The first was acquired by the Woodwardian Museum from William Farron, who had it dug up at Coldham's Common near Barnwell. This series is made up of 25 proximal vertebrae. The second was found by Reverend W. Stokes Shaw at a slightly more western location near Barden. It contained 15 smaller distal vertebrae, from the tail end. Seeley, acting on the presumption that both finds belonged to the same species if not individual, combined the two series into one tail of about 4.5 meters length. Other fragmentary fossils from England, Acanthophilus platypus, France and Argentina have later been referred to Macrurosaurus, but the identity is today doubted. Description. Macrurosaurus was by Seeley himself estimated to be about 10 meters long. Often a length of around 12 meters, 40 feet, is indicated in the popular literature. The vertebrae in front are percolis, meaning that the vertebral centra are hollow at the front end and convex at the back. Those behind are amphicoelous, hollow at both ends. Seeley assumed that the full count of tail vertebrae would have been about 50. Classification. Macrurosaurus was by Seeley assigned to the Dinosauria. Richard Lydekker in 1888 understood it belonged to the Sauropoda. In 1929 Friedrich von Huene referred it to the Titanosauridae. In recent years, however, it has been commonly concluded that the species cannot be further determined than a more general titanosauriforms. Also, it is today often seen as a nomen dubium.